Namaste. Start by taking a big cleansing breath. Hold it at the top. Exhale slowly. Inhale deeply, extending the belly, rising through the chest, sitting tall on your sit bones, adjusting any skin, sitting tall, elongated sides, crown reaching the ceiling, hands in heart center. Exhale slowly and completely. Inhale, expanding the belly, pulling the belly button away from the spine, filling the belly up, feeling the chest rise. You feel it at the top of your throat. Inhale, hold it at the top. Slowly exhale completely. Inhale 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, filling the belly, chest rise, shoulders away from your ears, down your back. Exhale slowly, holding that posture, sitting up nice and tall. 1 more time. Inhale completely. Hold it at the top. Exhale slowly. And when I say exhale slowly, I mean to envision a candle being right in front of your face, about a foot away. When you breathe in completely, hold it at the top, you become aware of what you're about to do. And you're about to exhale. And when you exhale, I want you to exhale so slowly that if the candle were lit in front of you, your exhale wouldn't make the candle flicker. It would have that steady light. So when you exhale, exhale completely, long and slow, probably the longest you've exhaled all day. So let's just try that 3 more times. This time, put your right hand on your lower belly and your left hand on your chest. Just lie them there for a moment, becoming aware of your breath. Feeling the way it feels when you inhale on your belly. Do you feel it in your chest? Now we're going to become aware and we're going to take a full belly breath. Inhale completely, filling up the belly, filling up the chest all the way to the neck. Now becoming aware of your exhale. Inhale completely, feeling the expansion in your lower belly, feeling the rise in your chest. Hold it at the top. Exhale slowly. Being careful not to flicker your flame. 1 more time. Inhale completely. Exhale slowly and completely. Beautiful. Now you can let your hands rest on your knees or crossed palms up in your lap, whatever's comfortable for you. Inhale completely, filling the belly. Sitting tall. Exhale, release any tension from the shoulders. 1 more time. Inhale completely. Exhale, releasing any tension in your back. Inhale completely. Exhale, releasing any any tension in your upper thighs. Inhale, floating your arms out to your sides, allowing your fingertips to graze the ground just slightly. Adjusting your seat, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, floating hands up above your head, not touching, but just close enough to shoulder width. Bring your gaze up through your hands. Sitting up nice and tall, stretching tall. Inhale completely. Exhale, float your hands back down to your sides. Inhale, rising up, floating your hands up over your head, bringing your gaze through the palms of your hands. Stretching up, exhale, floating your hands back down to the mat. One last time. Inhale, float your hands up. This time, pause here and rotate over to the right side, just bringing your torso over the right knee, past your right knee. Exhale, bringing your left hand down in front of you and your right hand down behind you. Pause here for a moment. Allow your fingertips to graze the ground. Inhale completely, feeling that lower belly, feeling the chest, feeling the spine straighten. Exhale, release. Inhale, nice long spine. This time, closing your eyes, turn your awareness over to your right shoulder. Breathing into this lower back twist. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, breathe into the upper back twist. Exhale, release. This should not hurt, and if it hurts at all, anywhere in your back or your neck, just slowly push away from this position. Inhale, rising up, floating hands up to the ceiling again, not touching, but bringing your gaze through your hands. Exhale, rotating over to the left side. Slowly allow your arms to float down, your right arm in front of you, your left arm behind you. Allow your fingertips to lightly touch the ground around you. Become aware of its texture. Become aware of your breath. Again, expanding the belly. Breathing in, elongating the spine. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising through the upper chest, closing your eyes. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Breathing into this twist. Allowing your breath to do the work for you. Breathe in one more time. Gazing over your left shoulder. Exhale, release completely. On your next inhale, float your arms back up. Rotate back through neutral and back over to the right side. Slowly float your arms down, your left arm in front of you, your right arm behind you, and this time, once your fingertips touch the ground, don't stop, but keep going. Float back up with your inhale. Through the palms of your hands, bring your gaze. Exhale, float over to the left side and allow your arms to float down. This time, your right arm in front of you, your left arm behind you. And again, don't stop. Once your fingertips touch the ground, take your next inhale, floating your hands up, back through central. Exhale, floating your hands back down to your sides. Bringing the palms of your hands to your knee. Switch your legs. So if your right leg is over your left, bring your left over your right. Finding your sit bones again if you have to adjust, or sit on a blanket to bring your hips up just a little bit over your knees. I like to put one leg in front of the other, not actually on top of each other. But have the palms of your hand face down on your knees. A nice long spine. Inhale, bringing your shoulders up to your ears. Slowly rotating forward like a big circle, almost like you're hunching over. Try to get the front of your shoulders to actually touch in front of you as if they are wings. Bring them down in front of you. Slowly start to bring your upper arm bones back behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together. If you had a pencil in between your shoulder blades, you could pinch that pencil. Rise your shoulder blades up and your shoulders up to your ears. Again, rotating forward, nice big circles with your shoulders. I want you to focus on what your shoulder blades are doing when you're squeezing them, when you're stretching them. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hunching forward, rounding forward deeply. Inhale, one last time, squeezing those shoulder blades together, rolling forward. This time, when your shoulders are up to your ears, inhale. Exhale, releasing your shoulders from your ears. Now I want you to pinch your shoulder blades forward, rolling your shoulders up and back. Or reversing the rotation in which you were just doing. So instead of going forward, going backwards, or instead of going backwards, going forward. Just a nice, slow upper back stretch. And when you're ready, meet me in a nice seated position, a comfortable position. Extend your arms out long beside you, allowing your fingertips to graze your mat. Inhale, floating your right hand up, looking up to the right palm, stretching towards the ceiling. Exhale, floating your hand back down to your mat. Inhale, floating the right hand back up to the ceiling, stretching nice and tall. Breathe in. And on your exhale, you can bend your elbow, allowing your right hand to touch your left cheek. You can absolutely stay in this position or lower your hand back down to the mat. Or you can keep the weight of your arm doing the work for you. You're not pulling your neck. Just enough to get a nice deep stretch all the way down from your fingertips grazing your mat all the way up to your upper arm, your shoulders, and your neck. Now I invite you to pretend like your hands were on your belly and your chest in the beginning. You are focusing on your inhale, expanding your belly. Exhale, releasing into that stretch. Now again, this shouldn't hurt. And if it hurts or you're putting too much weight on your neck, it's going to pinch something. So back away just slightly make a modification and bring your right hand down. Your breath will do all the work for you. Exhale, release. And if your right hand is on your left cheek, on your inhale, float your right hands back up to the ceiling, bringing your neck to neutral, looking up to the right palm. Exhale, releasing the right hand back down to your mat. Inhale, floating your left hand up to the ceiling. Breathing in, stretching. Exhale, floating your left hand back down to the mat. Inhale, rising up, left hand up to the ceiling, stretching deeply. And you can bring your left arm back down to the mat, or you can bend at your left elbow, draping your left hand over to the right cheek. Keeping your right hand down on the mat, your fingertips just grazing the mat. You're making a nice extension all the way through the right upper body. Inhale, expanding the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising through the chest. Exhale, releasing that left ear down. Again, not pulling on your neck or your head. Just allowing the weight of your arm to do the work and your breath to work with the gravity. Inhale one last time. Exhale, releasing your hands up to the ceiling, stretching tall, floating your left arm back down on your exhale. Beautiful. Let's do a couple of shoulder shrugs. Inhale, rolling shoulders up. Exhale, down. Inhale, rolling your shoulders up to your ears, squeezing them up at the top. Exhale, back down. Now sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, hinging forward. The upper torso is just hinging forward. Chest is rising. Chin is up. Squeezing your shoulder blades back, slowly lowering over the front of your body. Keeping your chin up, chest up. Allow your arms to drape behind you and slowly start to round your back. Bringing your neck through neutral. Very slowly. Allow yourself to drape forward. Allowing the breath to do the work. Bringing your forehead all the way down to your mat. Taking a nice deep breath into your lower back. Exhale, completely melting onto your mat. Taking a few deep breaths here, breathing into your lower back. Walking your hands in front of you, maybe on your knees, slowly rising one vertebrae at a time, keeping your chin tucked into your chest, your head the last to rise, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, slowly lower. Oh, I'm sorry. Change your feeding again. So if your right was on the top, Put it on the bottom. If your left was on the top, put it on the bottom. Vice versa. Now bring your hands back to your knees. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, start to hinge forward at the waist. So your torso is coming over the lower half of your body. Your chest is up. Your shoulder blades are back. Your chin is up. Feel this stretch, allowing your breath to do the work. When you're ready and you're low enough, start to round your back, neutralizing your neck. Allow your hands to drop to your side or to behind you, allowing your upper arm bones to rest on your thighs. Slowly breathe in deeply and completely and hold it at the top. Exhale slowly like the candle was in front of you and you're not allowing the flame to flicker. Exhale completely, melting into your mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly lower, releasing the gravity, releasing your head down to your mat. Once your forehead is on the mat, take a couple of deep breaths here, breathing into the lower back. You should be feeling this in your hips or your upper legs, the back part, your lower back. Now for a modification, if your forehead doesn't come all the way down, bring a blanket in front of you, and you can even cross your arms and allow your head to come into your arms. There's a couple of different places you can put your hands depending. Just explore what feels good here. Nothing should hurt. Take a few moments and just enjoy this stretch. And when you're ready, walk your hands in close to your body, pushing into the earth, slowly rising one vertebrae at a time. Bringing your head through neutral, rising last. Bringing your hands to heart center. Breathing in deeply, exhaling completely. Relaxing the lower half of your body. Slowly rotate yourself onto your mat so where you're laying your legs long in front of you. Keeping your legs together, flexing your feet so your toes are pointing towards the ceiling. Again, if you need to, adjust your seat so you're sitting on your sit bones. Flexing through your legs, pointing your toes. Flexing your feet, pointing your toes, flexing your feet. This time, hold it there, flex them. But release any tension in your quads or your calves. You're just flexing your feet so the toes are pointing up comfortably, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, floating your hands up above your head, looking through the palms of your hands, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, hinging forward, keeping your back straight, keeping your gaze through the palms of your hands. And when you start to round your back, just simply lower your hands down to your mat. Your hands can touch your toes, your ankles, your shins. You can even allow your hands to rest on your upper thigh bones. Just don't round your back. Keep a nice, long back. Inhale completely. Exhale, release. Now here, you're going to allow your breath to do all the work for you. You're not going to push, and you're not going to feel any strain. You're just melting, allowing gravity to take you down, allowing your breath to expand, making space. Exhale, releasing into the space that you just made with that breath. So again, focusing on expanding that belly on your inhale. And releasing your exhale completely and slowly. Don't push your neck down to your knees. You're not straining. You're keeping your neck at a neutral position here. Breathing into your lower back, making a nice massage on your lower back here. One last inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, walking your hands closer to your body. Pushing firmly into the ground, slowly rising one vertebrae at a time, keeping your chin tucked in, your head the last to rise. Sitting up nice and tall, float your arms back up over your head, bringing your gaze through the palms of your hands. Exhale, slowly release, hinging forward, keeping a nice straight back. Exhale, allowing your hands to fall down to your toes, your ankles, even to the sides of your knees. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, release, hinging forward. Slowly melting into your mat. Bringing your neck to a neutral position. One last inhale. Bringing your hands closer to your body. Exhale, rising up through neutral, sitting up nice and tall. This time, bring the soles of your feet together. Sitting up tall on your sit bones. You can adjust how it feels on your hips and your knees by adjusting how much space is between your feet and your body. You can move your feet out or move them closer together. Your hands can be at your feet or on your knees. Take a deep breath in, rising up through the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, hinging forward, keeping your neck up, straight back. Exhale, release, slowly down to the ground. And if you can't bring your elbows all the way down to the ground, get your blanket and lay it over your feet or bring some blocks close to your feet and just allow your arms to rest wherever they may rest in this position. If you can't extend all the way down, getting a modification of a blanket is a very sweet position to be in and just to relax. Inhale completely. Feel it in your lower back. Exhale, slowly melt into the mat. Bring your neck into a neutral position. Inhale. Exhale, release. One last deep breath in here. Exhale, release. On your inhale, slowly walk your hands closer to your body, pushing into your feet, rising up, your head to be the last to rise, sitting up nice and tall. Again, hinging forward, squeezing your shoulder blades back. This time you're going to stop here. Bring your hands to your knees. Slowly hinge your torso over to the right knee. And go as far over to the right as you can. Maybe even gazing over your right shoulder. Bring your gaze back to your right knee. Leaning back to the right side. We're going to make big circles with our torso, leaning back and then over to the left side. But pausing at the left side, looking over the left shoulder. If your right hand is on your right knee, you can slightly push away. Take a breath here. Exhale, bringing your gaze back to your left knee. Continuing the circular motion that you're making with your upper torso, hinging over the front of your body, back over the right. Slowly rounding your back. You can bring your chin to your chest. Hinging over your left leg, leaning over your left knee, bringing it forward, pinching your shoulder blades together, over to the right. Make nice big upper body circles. I encourage you to close your eyes here and just feel your breath, where it takes you. Feel all the corners of your body and just smooth them out here. And when you're ready, slowly take the rotation in the opposite direction. Still hinging forward, squeezing your shoulder blades, chin up. Chest shining, hinging over your left leg now. Slowly rolling back, rounding your back, tucking your tailbone, bringing your chin to your chest. Slowly rotating over to the right. With your breath, again, I encourage you to close your eyes and feel this nice hip opener, chest opener, and when you're ready, come back to central, bringing your hands to prayer. Breathing in deeply, sitting up nice and tall, exhale, release. Bringing your left leg long in front of you. Flexing your feet up to the ceiling, bending your right knee into your chest, hugging your right knee in. Crossing your right foot over your left knee. Now your cross can be at your ankle or your knee, or you can bring it further back if you'd like, squeezing your right knee into your chest, rising tall through your spine. Crown is reaching towards the top of the ceiling. A nice long spine here. Inhale completely. Exhale, slowly lower your forehead down to your knee. Keeping your forehead on your knee here. Inhale completely, filling up your lower back. Exhale, release. Inhale one more time, filling up your upper back. Exhale, release. Inhale one more time. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, bring your neck up to neutral. Rising your right hand, floating it up above your head and back behind you, a little bit to your side. Oops, I do this every time. Did I do that right? Yeah, the right hand's back behind you, a little bit to your side, a little bit to the posterior part of your body. Letting go of your knee with your left hand, extending your left hand long in front of you. Then bending at the elbow, making a cactus arm, bringing your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Again, I encourage you to close your eyes here, but bringing your gaze over your right shoulder. And if your eyes are closed, focus the space in between your two eyebrows. Inhale completely, a nice long spine. Exhale, slightly twisting into this lower back twist. Inhale completely, a nice long spine. Exhale, allowing yourself to melt into this twist. One last inhale. Exhale, releasing your left arm, grabbing your knee, then releasing your right arm from behind you, squeezing your knee in, a nice long spine. Exhale, releasing your right leg long in front of you. Flexing your right toe. Bring in your left knee, squeezing your knee into your chest, sitting up nice and tall. Crossing your left foot over your right knee. And again here, you can cross anywhere it's comfortable for you. You can cross your ankles or cross over your knee or bring it in slightly closer to the body. Inhale, hugging your knee in, sitting up nice and tall. Your shoulders are down and away. The crown of your head is reaching up. Inhale, nice and tall. Flexing your right foot. Exhale, allowing your forehead to meet your knee. Keeping your forehead on your knee here. Inhale completely into your lower back. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, bringing your neck back up to neutral. Floating your left hand up above your head and over to your side, back. Just allowing your hand to support you behind you, wherever it's comfortable. Extending your right hand from your knee, releasing your knee. Bend at your right elbow, making a cactus arm. Crossing your body, your right arm hooks onto the left side of your left knee. Again, I encourage you to close your eyes, but bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale completely. Exhale, melting into this back twist. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Now releasing the right arm to grab the left knee, then releasing the left arm to hug your knee in nice and tall. Exhale, uncross the left leg from the right, extending both legs long. Beautiful. Now come onto your mat, onto all fours. Making sure that your knees are directly below your hips and your hands are directly below your shoulders. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows, warming up that lower back still. Inhale completely, rising through your gaze, extending that neck nice and long. Your shoulders are square. Your armpits are turned in. Your elbows are facing forward and they're not locked, but you're pushing away the earth with intention here. You have a lot of muscle in these arms that are engaged right now. Your fingers are nice and wide, evenly distributed the weight. Your chest is rising. Your belly is dipped down, but keep it engaged here. Keep that belly button pulled into the spine. And your tailbone is pointing upwards, almost like a crescent moon with your body, pushing away the earth. Exhale, slowly bring your chin to your chest, rounding your shoulders, rounding your back, tucking your tailbone, bringing your gaze through your legs. Breathing out completely. Inhale, bringing your gaze forward, lowering your belly, rising in your tailbone, pushing away the earth, rise up. Exhale, cat. Rounding your back, tucking your tailbone, gaze between your legs. Inhale, floating your gaze up. Exhale, come back through. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, come back to neutral. Bring your left hand closer to below your face. Inhale, release your right hand off the ground, floating up to the ceiling, looking through to the palm of your hand. Inhale, a nice long extension, reaching the ceiling. Exhale, releasing your right hand back down to the mat. Inhale, floating the right hand back up to the ceiling, looking up through the palm of the hand. Exhale, floating the right hand back down to the mat. But this time, thread the needle. So bringing the right hand through the left hand and the knees. Coming down onto your shoulder. Bringing your right cheek down to the mat. Your hiney is up in the air. Your knees are wide. This is comfortable on your hips. You can stay here, or you can take it a little further. When you inhale, float your left hand up to the ceiling. Looking up at the left hand. Inhale completely. Exhale, and if you want to take this further, bend your elbow, bring your back part of your hand to the lower back part of your back. Allowing your breath to do the work here. Inhale, floating the left hand back up. Exhale, back down to the mat. Pushing into the earth, allowing your right shoulder to release. Bringing that right hand back up to the ceiling. Looking at your right hand. Exhale, releasing your right hand back down to the mat. Bringing it underneath your face. Inhale, floating the left hand up to the ceiling, looking at the palm of your hand. Stretching nice and long. Exhale, float your left hand back down to the mat. Inhale, float your left hand back up to the ceiling, looking up at the palm of the hand. Exhale, release your left hand down, but this time bring it through the right hand in the body, threading the needle. Bring your left shoulder all the way down to the mat. Let your left cheek rest on your mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release. Now if you want to stay here, that's absolutely a beautiful position to stay in. Or if you'd like it to take further, let your right hand float up to the ceiling, looking up at the palm of your hand. You can bend at your elbow, bringing the back part of your hand to the lower part of your back. Inhale, rising up through the chest. Float your hand back up to the ceiling and back down to your mat, pushing into the right hand, allowing your left shoulder to release, floating your left hand back to the ceiling, looking through the left hand. Exhale, releasing your hand back down to the mat. Come on down to your seat and then lay long on your mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Inhale, float your forehead to your knee. Exhale, releasing your head down to the mat. Inhale, float your head back up to the seat or to your knees. Exhale, release your head back down to the mat. Allow your left leg to lay long. And slowly allow your hips to open. Allowing your right knee to fall over to the right side. Allowing your knee to find the ground. Find your ankle can find the ground. The sole of your foot can come into the inner left thigh. Keeping your left hip square on the mat. Inhale, floating your knee back up into your chest. This time crossing over your body, allowing your arms to lay long into a wide T. Allow your right knee to cross over your body, keeping your right shoulder on the mat. Inhale completely. Exhale, release. We're like sponges, and throughout the day we collect so much data and information, and we're constantly taking in, consuming. On your mats, this is the time where you can allow yourself to release what's no longer serving you. Right now, focusing on your breath and letting go, and letting gravity and your breath working together to do all the work for you. On your next inhale, bring your knee back into your chest, coming back onto your back, squeezing your right knee in. Exhale, allowing your right leg to lay long. Bringing your left knee into your chest. Exhale, slowly lower your left knee to your mat, allowing your knee and your ankle to find your mat, keeping your right hip on the ground, opening up your left hip. Inhale, floating your left knee into your chest, letting your arms lay long in a wide arm T. Allow your left leg to float over to your right side, keeping your left shoulder blade on the ground. Like a sponge, inhale, soaking everything in. Exhale, releasing everything that no longer serves. What that coworker said, or what that coworker didn't say, or what your kids didn't listen to you tell them to do before they left the house, or that thing that your dog chewed up and that you're going to have to replace. Allow yourself to let those things go. Allow yourself to breathe in, making space, acknowledging what is. Exhale, releasing that. Allowing your breath to do all the work for us. One last inhale. Exhale, release. Bringing your knees back into your chest, rolling onto your back, allowing your left leg to lay long. Squaring your hips, finding that flatness in your tailbone. Squeezing your upper shoulder blades together, tucking them up underneath you, allowing your neck to lay neutral. Allowing your hips to open and your feet to just flop to the side. Palms of your hands facing up. We're going to lie in Shavasana for a few moments. Focusing on your breath. Inhale, filling up your belly. Exhale slowly and completely. Inhale, expanding the belly. Exhale, exhale, releasing all of your breath. Inhale, allowing your belly button to move away from your spine. Bring your breath into your chest. Your chest rises. You bring your breath into your neck. You hold it at the top. And exhale, releasing completely. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Allowing yourself to find rest. Slowly bringing your awareness back to your breath, keeping your eyes closed. Rotate your gaze over to your right shoulder. On your inhale, bringing your neck back to neutral, over to your left shoulder. Inhale, coming back through neutral. Bringing your first finger to your thumb, exhale completely. Inhale, bringing your thumb to your middle finger. Inhale, bring your thumb to your ring finger. Inhale, bringing your pinky to your thumb. Crinkling your toes, rolling out your wrist and ankles. Slowly bring your knees into your chest, rolling on to one side. It doesn't matter which side you come on. Stacking your shoulders, stacking your hips, and stacking your knees. Allow your body to adjust to waking up. Take your top arm, pushing into the earth, slowly rising. Meeting me in seated position, hands at heart center. I invite you to take your practice off your mat this week. Practicing your breath, slowing down, being aware, and just enjoying yourself for where you are. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for the last hour on your mat. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my practice with you, and I hope that you have great holidays and a wonderful week, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.